Okay, so I've never this is my first time to Venice, so I've got some tips. I came on the train in the dark, and I was very concerned about how that was gonna go, but guess what? It turned out to be magic. It's very organized at the train station, so you come right out of the train station, and there's a place to get a ticket, and it's all lit up. They tell you where to go. And the ride was incredible. We went under the Rialto Bridge, which is one of the most famous bridges in the world, and it was all lit up and beautiful. It is cold here, but the sun is out now. And this is fabric. I mean, this is like a bordello, how I would see it in my mind. But this place is really, it feels like a vintage palace. I'll give you a little room tour. I slept well last night, but I've got some tips, and it has to do with solo travel. Here's the thing. You're most vulnerable in transit. So I had been very concerned about getting from the train station and taking this public boat, a Vaporetto, to my hotel, and I mapped the whole thing out, and it all went very smoothly. That does not mean the whole trip before that was smooth, but we can get into that another time. But it was fairly uneventful except for the black and blues. I was trying to put my luggage in the rack on the commuter train between 7 and 8 in the morning in Nice, France. However, I highly recommend when you're going to a particularly touristy place. So this is one of the most touristy places I've probably ever been in my 20 years of traveling. This is what's kind of striking me now, but I've got some tips. Okay, here's how you kind of get past that. Pick a local place to go and then keep going to that place. So I found this wonderful place today for lunch, and several locals came in to get wine, and this was before 12 noon, just to have a drink of wine and then keep going. So I knew it was local. The wine doesn't have as much alcohol as our California varieties. And I felt so welcome, and I'm going to go back tomorrow. So the cost of food was more for locals rather than tourists. So, I picked the wrong area. It's the San Marco area, which is the highest cost area. Got a pretty good deal on the hotel. Because it's winter, it's about 75 a night, US dollars. It would be twice that in the summer, at least it might be more. So here's what I gotta say. Find a place, and you can find it by doing research on YouTube, putting in into local maps, put street food near me, local food, cheap food near me, because the prices are like California, ridiculous. And the locals aren't paying that. So you want to find, because you feel more welcome. I had a long conversation with the person, the waitress at the restaurant I found. I love it. And then the two people next to me, I got to practice some Italian with them. They were lovely. We were on kissing terms at the end. So that was super fun. And as soon as I got back out into the tourist flow, I was like, it's not as fun as the local kind of feel. Because when you've done a lot of tourist stuff, it's like, yeah, it's fun, but it's actually more fun to talk to people that live in the place that you're visiting. So Okay, so let's get back to the tips. When you're by yourself, try not to come at night, but often you can't help it. So you just have to really map it out and give yourself some B and C options if things don't go according to A. Resort to B and C. Like a couple days ago, I was going to take a train to another town in Nice, France, which should have been really easy, but I couldn't get the ticket. I didn't want to stand in line. The machine wasn't working. My card didn't work. So I just decided to walk back to my apartment and get some food along the way that I was going to cook in my apartment. And I had a great time. So don't try and do too much. When you're by yourself, you can easily get overwhelmed. And I'll tell you, if you come to Venice or anywhere where it's not really obvious how to get around walking and taking the boat, have Google Maps with you, because I would have gotten lost a lot. And I would just duck into a cafe and reconnect with the Wi-Fi to see where I was. Oh, big tip, and this is for particularly for people who want to take a lot of photographs. And I'll be sending you an email to my specials meeting me in Sicily for my photography retreat. I highly recommend having a recharging uh 15-watt to recharge your phone, because if you're using Google Maps and you're taking photographs and video, you're going to run out of juice really quick. So I got a 15-watt charger, portable charger at Best Buy in California for only $10. So between $10 and $20, you're going to need it because you don't want to count on plugging in somewhere and then you got to bring your converter. Don't forget your converters for Europe. But the main thing is just slowing down. I went to the market. The first thing, oh, I did take the boat ride. They have it pretty set up here so that you can actually just tap your credit card and you can get on the boat. But you don't want to do it too much because it's $10 every single time you get on the boat, which I think is exorbitant. I mean, you could easily spend $40 or $50 on that. I only took it once and then I walked the rest of the time. You're going to do a lot of walking in Venice. Same with Rome, Paris, any big city where you want to walk around and get to places. It's pretty beneficial if you walk, but here in Venice, you only have the option. There's no subway. The subway is the Vaporetto, which is the public boat, and they go all over. So the two things I really want to impress upon you: find out the local places to eat where the people that actually live here are eating, because you're going to have a much better experience. The food's going to be higher quality. Like, I did all this research on the food, not the landmarks here before I got here, because I really wanted to find out what people were eating here and drinking. And I had a lovely time last night getting these cicchetti, which are little pieces of bread with seafood, meat, cheese, things like that. Everybody does them differently. And a small bottle of Prosecco. The Prosecco in this region, Veneto, is really good. This is my favorite section of Prosecco in the whole country. Sicily is very good too, but I like the Veneto a little bit better. And that was only in US dollars, like $4 for that tiny bottle, like 2 glasses. Talked to some people there. Take the chance to talk to people because you're going to hear English. This is like so touristy here, like ultra touristy. And, you can chime in. People are pretty open seeing this beautiful place for the first time. So I think I've kind of covered that. I wanted to give you a tour of my place. So let's go in to the front door. Okay, so we're coming in a little bit messy. This is the bed. Um, like I said, the walls are fabric. It's a small room, but it has everything. Oopsie. And this is my favorite part right here. This view has a little refrigerator. Look at this. Look, that's my view. I think that's incredible. And if you want to come to another retreat of mine, of course, this full now, but next day, buongiorno.